Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LBLCS. Tonight we've got the final game for some Executive League teams. I am going to be casting alongside my dear, dear friend, someone you don't know. I'm Buggleberry Finn. Someone, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. I'm definitely not doing terrible. I'm going to go with that.
It's better than bad.
Yeah, slightly
Not
better.
terrible. I would call that better than bad.
Better than bad. Definitely better than bad. They are already jumping into, looks like a Pentacute. So we're going to just pop that right up on the screen. This game is super, super big for Cosmic Aquarius. They need to get, if they 2-0, they secure playoffs. If they go 1-1, they do not secure instantly. They'll have to see the results of other teams. And because they lose the head-to-head against GCG, who also have 6 points. So they are going to be coming and gunning for Joe Exotics here tonight. So we transition over.
It should be a very, very exciting game.
Who we got for lineups? What do we got? I'm not looking at the lobby right
now. You guys aren't on
there. For the lineups for the start of Cosmic, we have...
Really?
Yes. Yeah, you're live with us right now, interrupting us.
Oh, hi. I didn't even get an update saying the stream went live.
Oh, yeah, it takes
I jumped in.
2 minutes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, you
what do you want to say to everybody before you play this game?
I was going to come in and make a joke and say you guys should have Twitch head draft our lineup, but...
All right, yeah, Twitch.
But, never mind, it was a joke.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a joke, guys. Just type in what you want them to play. They will have to by law.
It is required, especially if you're a subscriber, because that makes you the CEO of the LBLCS.
That's true. 19 Steps owns the LCS. He's the most recent subscriber, I believe. So he is all of our bosses.
Wow.
Okay.
19
Steps. If you're watching, you can sub the draft.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, we've got it up on the stream right now.
Yeah. I made my own pro draft, so I can't see chat. So this might be why. Wait, I see you have a Pentacute link. Let's just do that. So I made a pro draft link, knowing nothing of what's happening because chat is.
You can't see it because Riot's smart.
Classic Riot. And okay, so I'm gonna just close out of this handful here, and I'm gonna message Cosmic. Yeah. Is anyone even in chat right now?
Well,
a couple.
There's people here watching the game.
Relish Drove. I like that. All right, well, I'm going to go back to my teams.
Yeah.
Discord. Oh, here's my notification. Hey, everyone. A match is starting soon. We're going live at twitch.tv/LBLCS with Joe Exotic ex-husband.
Do you think you could maybe just play the game in here the whole time? I'm kidding.
That would be it. Honestly, I mean, it's a 3-minute delay. There's a world. That would be a really fun show match if you guys just came into. Oh, well, then I guess it'd be really annoying because you'd be casting while we were talking about the game.
Oh, you have Darkly Lorican for this one? I see Flowsnake down at the bottom.
Flowsnake is watching because he's our #1 fan. Darkly Loric is subbing. The Wave had a last-second emergency, so we grabbed one of our subs. Smurf Lamau is Darkly Loric's alt account. You'll see it's level 14. We don't talk about what happened to his main account, but it is him. He just...
It's going to be very interesting. I wonder if they've been researching this account, see how many champions he owns.
So he doesn't own that many.
Don't tell us.
He owns the support pool, which is what matters.
Okay. All right. He's got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why he's there.
Yes. But I messaged, in all fairness, when we sent to PGGs, I sent this account and I sent his main account so they could scout that as well. As I am
properly there.
Stand-up guy. All right, I'm jumping into my.
Good luck, dude.
So good luck with the cast. Thank you. Bye.
See you later.
And that was the captain of Joe Exotic's ex-husband's, Bigfoot, a dear friend of everyone at the LBLCS.
Hey, someone you don't know?
Hey, Buggleberry Finn.
They're going to start this real soon.
They are. I hope. I don't want to sit here too long.
Ooh. Yeah, guys, remember, Bigfoot did come on stream and say that they'll play whatever you guys say in chat to play. So, if you want to see some Urgot Teemo bot lane stuff, Just type it in.
Well, if Joe Exotic drafts Urgot, I don't think it's going into the bot lane. I'm going to be completely honest. That is a Yo Daddy's Daddy special.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just run 3 people in the bot lane. It's your last game of the
Oh,
season.
that's Gigabrain, actually.
Yeah, Swaggy P on the enemy team. Go ahead, suggest picks for Joe Exotics to play. I love this. Yeah, go for it.
I want to hear what you got.
Yeah, tell him what to play.
Looks like they're starting to ready up for the Fennec draft, though.
That is good. I also want people to know that I've been adding things and changing around the Twitch channel a little bit.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna demonstrate a thing you can do that's a little extra right now. Hang on. You can like use bits to play noises. I'm putting in a noise for each team that's making it to playoffs as they make it. I'm trying to find good ones. Let's see if I can play a good one though here.
Another friend.
Swaggy P, thank you for becoming a new investor of the LBLCS. Very much appreciated. We're into this draft
you are
here.
now, in fact, our CEO.
This is a lot of supports banned out from Joe Exotics against Cosmic here, and Cosmic Aquarius really hitting the jungle and mid pools.
It seems like Joe Exotics has really identified apoptosis, a good biology reference, as a threat to their team, or at least the champions he plays, they see as a threat to the way they want to play the game.
Yeah, and they're going to take away the Kled last as Cosmic Aquarius locks in the Jhin. I don't know if I've seen their ADC play Jhin yet. Is it, I guess I should check. Is it Grundle Grabber?
Yes, it is.
The Varus was open, and he neglected. He's so good on the Varus, so I'm surprised he didn't take that. And there's that Urgot we did talk about, Yo Daddy's Daddy.
Yeah, that is his. I was on Yo Daddy's Daddy's team last season, and if Urgot was open, we picked it every game. He loves this champion. He is a beast on this champion, and he is ready to come out and show his stuff. We see the Karma here. That could be... I don't know their supports pool, but that is a good early flex pick. I'm not a huge fan of the Karma mid in most situations, but in the right one, it works very well.
Yeah, I mean, I think they might also go with a caster here in the bot lane, too. Against Jhin, Karma kind of lets you... He has a lot of, like, constant poking with his Qs and with his Ws. It kind of lets you negate some of that. And also return damage pretty quickly. Could also just be utility that they're running with. That's a flex pick. I know Bigfoot can play that middle as well. I think that is Space Crabs, though.
Yeah. I find the two picks, the two B2 and B3 picks on Cosmic very interesting because both of those champions are traditionally junglers, which means one of them's probably going top lane. I don't know which. I would imagine Olaf is probably a better matchup than Urgot.
J4 lethality mid has become more and more a thing, and we do know J4 could be a support. You could see that being flexed multiple ways, although my gut would tell me that it's Olaf in the top, and... he's Death from Above in? Death from Above is in the top lane, it looks like. That makes me really, really think Olaf is top. That makes me think 100% that Olaf is the top laner.
Okay.
I think,
is he a known Olaf player?
Unless they're out of order, yeah. Unless they're out of order for some reason, I know that Olaf is going on him. He's a really solid Olaf player. He plays Olaf and Kayn super, super well. As we see, mid lane not picked for everybody, so they're going to throw a lot of bans on it.
Well, the Volibear ban is interesting. That's obviously directed at the jungle at Harry the Penguin here. So... Volibear is a very strong champion right now, especially into a shorter range draft like Cosmic have started to build here. Yeah. So I think that's a really smart ban. And as much as it pains me to see, Galio is a very good ban. My favorite champion is incredibly OP at the moment and deserves to be banned in pretty much every game.
Yeah, super, super strong is... Galio, also just we've seen in Executive League and in Economy League, it be played a massive amount. We've seen it played a little bit in CEO, but it's been a huge pick ban in the lower leagues of Executive and Economy, and we're in Executive right now. So I would expect that ban to resurface next draft again, regardless of how these games go. Or picked early.
And Galio just allows... it's a good amount of flexibility out of the mid lane, and it's just so much global pressure that if you're not ready to deal with that, if you're not equipped to deal with that, you just ban it
Oh,
away. Don't worry about it.
Cosmic Aquarius' draft is disgusting. That Morgana pickup too is going to make them. Jin Morgana lane is already oppressive, but when you throw it on the fact that now you can Black Shield J4 and Olaf has his ultimate, they can kind of just run train in the backline here. Maybe Nidalee can oppress early game. Nidalee is a really, really strong early mid game jungler here, and maybe can like facilitate her own leads, and get lanes ahead. Maybe get this Urgot bid big. Maybe get this Tristana a little bit of damage here. Let's see how Joe Exotic runs out their comp too, though. The Lux is going to go in the mid lane, I think.
Yeah, I mean Morgana has also been seen occasionally in the mid lane, but I think Lux is traditionally the better mid laner, and Morgana is better at
I think
support.
yeah, Morgana has
So
better
it makes sense.
synergy too, just with Jin the W to proc her little pool to proc his W passive.
Mm-hmm. And, and one thing I noticed a lot of times Morgana can really shut down heavy engage. It can really shut down comps that like to run at you. But Joe Exotic's comp right now, aside from the Urgot, they don't really want to be running at you, and that is a Soraka locked in, meaning the Karma is going to shift into the mid lane,
So
and we're going to
here's
see a
your,
very, very gross poke comp come out from Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic is playing hyper carry Urgot or Tristana. Because here's what I'm expecting. Now I could totally be wrong about what I'm about to say, but here's what I am expecting 100% is the Nidalee goes Athenes. Karma probably gets some other healing item as well, and you see the Rocket get Ardent Sensor, and basically there's going to be just an impossible to kill target. I would expect it to be the Urgot, because Urgot can itemize things like Death's Dance, can itemize things that can, like, hard carry games. Now, he's technically ranged, so those nerfs will affect him, right?
Yeah, the Death Stance nerfs are live on this patch, so 10% of the damage you take is stored for ranged champions compared to 30 for melees. Prior to this patch, it was 20% for range, so it was still a very powerful effect on ranged champions. Now, Urgot might be the only ranged champ that can justify building it. Maybe Graves, but
Okay.
I'm not sure you get it as early on Urgot anymore. Maybe it's a more of a third or a fourth item
third
rather
item,
than a
kind
second
of.
item. But
Well,
I'm really
Black
interested
Cleaver
to
is
see.
still meta first, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how Yodaddy's Daddy itemizes Urgot. He's had a few interesting builds on champions in the past, so I'm actually really curious to see how he builds.
I want to see where they
this.
pressure lanes early. They have such a passive mid laner, but Karma's lockdown can just give Nidalee kills. Like, you could just farm this Nidalee some kills pretty easily. You have pretty good setup mid and top. Olaf pre-6 is pretty susceptible to ganks. I'm going to demonstrate the thing I'm adding for each team right now on the stream. I'm going to play the Gold Diggers alert I created. Where you can like cheer for different teams. It takes a weird amount of time for it to work.
I'm really curious
As to.
Oh, I had stream muted, so I couldn't hear that, but
That's right. I added a couple of teams so far. If you guys want a specific sound or are instrumentals and can play like, if you're musically gifted or vocally gifted and you want to make your own sound for your team, let me know. As long as it's appropriate, we probably can do it up. Here is what I'm going to say about this game. I think that the style of play that needs to be executed, Cosmic Aquarius have an easier time playing the way they want to play. Lux, Morgana, Jin means you can sit back, you can siege, you can clear waves really safely, and you can actually go really hard all in with some snares, with some lockdown, and with J4 having the Black Shield and Olaf ulting. So they have a lot more versatility in like just how safe and easy it is to execute. That being said, if Nidalee or Urgot pops off, you could see yourself running into some problems.
yeah, and I'm interested to see. I think Bigfoot actually might go a more damage-oriented Karma build here. I think full support Karma is just kind of overkill when you have a Soraka. But when you go full damage, Karma actually hurts really bad.
Yeah.
And I really want to see Bigfoot here shove early waves because Karma's going to have a bit more shove than Lux early. Not much, but
No, yeah,
the shorter
you can alt
cooldown
your
means
Qs
you have a
early,
bit.
whereas Lux probably has to start
Another
Q to be
friend.
safe in lane, and won't have that E until level 2 or 3 to hard push them. So I think that one thing we are just overlooking straight up, though, is the ability for Cosmic Aquarius to straight up invade. Like, they can just
Yeah.
100% invade the other teams here. They have so much lockdown. I mean, Lux Q to start. Jin can always get his W. It's not the worst to start in lane. So we will find out. I have 2 minutes to edit this. You need to banter for 2 minutes. Can you do that?
I'm going to try.
Yeah, go for
I'm going
it.
to try to banter for a minute. I'm gonna do what I best, and I'm gonna do what I do best and monologue about drafts here for a while.
Go for it.
I think the side of Cosmic Aquarius has both sides of CC on lock, both the ability to crowd control and the ability to ignore crowd control, completely locked down. But that's a lot of damage coming out on the side of Joe Exotics.
Another
So
friend.
hopefully Cosmic Aquarius brought the flex tape because they might need it.
I'm almost one. I got one more image to put in. All right, you got a minute before I have to be done. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Hang on. Go. Say more words. Guys,
Okay.
I'm sorry. It is hard to cast solo. It does take 2 to tango.
Or
If
at
you're
all.
playing at home tonight, we do have that new emote for you. So whenever we say it, feel free to pop that emote and pop a brew for yourself.
But in order to obtain said emote, you must be an investor in the LBLCS.
True.
So
True. This.
pull out your wallets, collect up your pennies, and see if you got $5.
Yeah.
I
Or
don't know
if
how
you have
much
Twitch
this stuff
Prime,
is.
you don't have to spend any money. You just Twitch Prime. You just have it.
Oh, okay.
Amazon Prime. Just boop, bop, boop.
Waste your Twitch Prime on us, please.
It's not a waste. Look at this sick emote.
It'll allow us to tango more.
Take as much as you need to. Guys, I want to know... Oh, also, Joe Exotic said they would play anyone chat wanted them to play, but chat didn't really say anything. So game 2, can you guys please recommend some fun stuff?
We would really appreciate it, and I'm sure Joe Exotics would really appreciate it because they accidentally drafted 3 enchanters. They might need some more ideas. I see an AP Rammus.
If they don't AP Rammus game 2, I'm going
riding.
to be
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
livid.
You're
Yeah.
gonna solo cast. I'm leaving.
I'm gonna
I
solo
want to
cast,
see an AP Rammus.
but it's just going to be me being upset. Flo Sneezy, thank you for the subscription, my big dog. I know that Flo Snake is Flo Sneezy, and he is sitting on the sidelines tonight watching, cheering on his team as Yo Daddy's daddy is taking reign in the top lane.
Can we get some pants in chat for Flow Sneezy?
Pants.
Pants in chat, please.
Guys,
Either say it or show it.
Karma opting for the teleport. So we got a double teleport on the side of Joe Exotics. On the side of Cosmic Aquarius, only one. Elementalist Lux. Lux opting for Dark Harvest. It's a bold move, Cotton. I like
It's a
it.
bold move. I think I like it.
I think I like it too. Like,
I like it just because, like, you know, Comet's okay and all, but
Comet's
you're never
fine.
gonna pop someone with a
Ari's
Comet.
like, okay, I'm gonna be a little more defensive of my team, but like, Dark Harvest and Inspiration is saying, okay, Morgana and Jin are gonna get him low, and I'm gonna start stacking some of this stuff. We're gonna siege like crazy here.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna put the weight of this game, early game, especially onto Harry the Penguin. I think that nobody has the ability in lane. I mean, maybe you could say Urgot. You could say Urgot has the pressure to 1v1. Top lane's always just a fiesta. But Karma Lux,
That's why we love it.
not really going to be much of a game. Like, that's going to be like, well, we're farming, and then when someone ganks or we need to roam, we'll roam. Jin Morgana is so safe. But you have a Raka in the other lane. Like, you're just going to have heals and backing up and silencing, and everybody's going to stay pretty even. There is an Ignite on Morgana, so there is some kill potential. But, like, Nidalee and Jarvan, that's all the action has to be junglers this game.
Yeah. Hopefully, for the spectator's sake, we get to see a lot of early jungle skirmishes. Because a skirmish between these two champions actually can be a lot of fun, because there's a lot of mind games you can play with your abilities here.
So I think that J4 and Lux have the... I don't know. I mean, again...
I think early on, definitely J4 and Lux have the stronger 2v2. Maybe once you hit the middle of the game, because Karma's spikes are a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
You can...
So my thought process here, too, is... Like, yes, J4 Lux is also simpler to execute, and it's pretty freaking strong. But, at the same time, Nidalee, Karma, if Karma has alt Q, and Nidalee hits the Q, you're going to die, or you're going to flash. Like, you can't... That's so much burst damage if you could take one of them out of the fight. If you can hit that Lux, take her out of the fight, it could be a different story here. Nidalee also should have a little bit of a faster clear time as we finally load into game. It took me forever. I don't know if you were in earlier.
No, I was same boat.
Okay.
And I think that's one of the things about Karma. So I've played a decent amount of Karma mid lane myself, but you have very little kill pressure most of the time. But you can force people out of lane relatively easy. You have a lot of a lot of cheap poke in your Q.
Yeah.
And your W can be a surprising amount of burst at times. It's actually Karma's highest AP scaling is on her W.
So Joe Exotics opted for this like big healing composition. I do want to see the side of Cosmic buy some heal reduction pretty quickly. I don't necessarily know who you throw it on right away. I think Jhin has to finish his first item before he can buy it.
And Jin's not even the best to apply it anyways, because he doesn't have the auto speed.
I think Olaf and J4 are going to have to get Ramble Vest at the very least here, as we already see Cosmic pushing in a little bit and Bigfoot roaming over.
That's a big mantra Q.
Swaggy P is over the wall. Uh-oh, here comes it. They have a lot of CC right here that didn't hit any of it, though. And there's just some vision.
Just a couple of level 1 pleasantries, you know? Nothing too chaotic, but just feeling each other out for now.
Yeah,
I like that Bigfoot went Comet on Karma here. I think that means what I was saying earlier, he's going to opt into a much more damage-heavy build. And I think that's kind of the right call, because your shields are just still going to be big. I mean, your Karma.
Right.
So I'm interested to see, because the builds, I think, for namely Nidalee and Bigfoot, or in Karma, are going to really make the comp work here. Because you have the ridiculous healing of the Soraka. And I want to see maybe if there's a creative build that I'm not thinking about.
Sure. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think that Nidalee will opt for that like second item, being the Athenes and healing up his team as much as he possibly can.
Especially if either Tristana or Urgot just start going off.
Yeah, because Nidalee does this thing where once you have 2 items on Nidalee, you do your job. You're doing all the damage. Like, it's not worth it to buy like a Rabadon's after, because then you're doing excess damage where you could be providing either utility for your team or tankiness for yourself. So I expect you to take like 2 really intensive damage items and then kind of roll it back, as they're trading pretty nicely.
Good trade coming in here. I found Aquarius.
Yeah, Grundle Grabber definitely going hard in the taint there. Here we go.
So Oleander's hitting level 2 now.
But no mana.
Olaf's getting the better of it
Olaf's
so
out of
far.
mana. Oh, he's gonna flip him backwards. This is it. He's got it. Flash forward for it.
That's first blood coming out for Urgot. And that's the start you want. That's the start you want to see. You want your Urgot, you want your Tristana to get ahead, or Nidalee's always winning. She snowballs, but
Cosmic going in the mid lane. This is that easy CC to knock up, but they're gonna be able to turn it. That's 1 for 0. All of a sudden, Joe Exotic's looking crazy in every single lane. They're gonna get a kill across the board right here. The heal is dropped. Harry the Penguin going even crazier in the mid lane. Unable to finish off anyone in a flash forward. The binding hits. Oh my god.
Somehow no one died.
Okay.
Aside from Cosmic Ral Zarek, I'm sorry if I butchered that.
No, I think that was pretty good.
No one died.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. I think, and this is not a me bad-mouthing Harry. Harry might get a kill right here.
I want to see the spear.
I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Not gonna go for it.
He's getting pinged out. They know he's there. Space Crab's gonna jump away. Cosmic's gonna go in a nice EQ flash. The Flagon Dragon in the flash was so nice, but Soraka's heals are enough to keep him alive. Cosmic Ralzeric trying to make the plays. Doesn't quite have the follow-up he needed. Oh my god, Harry the Penguin is there to clean it up. That's twice Harry the Penguin has had the number coming in after. Holding my breath for these.
That's a nice brilliant sidestep out of Harry the Penguin here. And good body block out of Apoptosis to keep the Jin alive. I don't think it would have killed him, but you never know. Those spears deal so much damage.
It's getting pretty crazy. The thing I was going to say is, all year, they've been putting Harry the Penguin on these tank, disengage, body people in a way that has, helped the team. In Season 2, he kind of popped off on these champions like Nidalee. Like these aggressive junglers, where you could actually make plays. And now that Joe Exotic doesn't have as much to play for, being able to be loose and on a champion you really like and not have to play directly for the team to start the game really benefits him. And Yo Daddy's Daddy doing the same thing. Once you get a lead, you usually keep it up in the top lane, but he's opting not to finish that one off. He should push him out of lane here, though. Terry the Penguin's...
Knowing Yo Daddy's Daddy, I'm not convinced that's him, because that Yo Daddy's Daddy, I know, would have gone for that.
Yeah, and he should have known the flash was down. They should have the same flash timer.
But he might have played it smart. I don't think they had Vision of Jarvan anywhere, so...
Yep, true. And
maybe 2 reserve, but he's going to take the free back. He's going to take the good reset, and he's going to call that a win.
Yeah, he buys that early Kindle Gem, gets that CDR. It's rocking as Space Crab's trying to poke away at this Morgana.
You see a huge farm lead breaking out in mid here. Bigfoot on the Karma's farming spectacularly well.
Yeah, and we see him already going for Athene, so they are going to play around one player here probably this game. They're 2 ranged players. This Grundle Grabber is now being in a little bit of trouble. This could be a big bomb that pops on him, but the 2 people for Joe Exotics are split. A binding could come out any second. They are going to miss it. A nice heal is going to keep him alive for a little bit longer. They don't have the sums. They both missing heal and exhaust and backing up.
I don't know if he knew the damage output that Morgana could go, or if he just didn't realize it, but works out really nicely.
Yo Daddy's Daddy again, starting to win this trade. But the lower Olaf gets, the stronger he does get, and he can kind of chase down here. He does miss his axe there, though. Good sidestep.
He's running out of mana again.
I think he's more
used to the Penguin converging in on top lane
Death
here.
from Above and Cosmic Row usually are swapped. Usually it's Death from Above in the jungle. Cosmic Row in top lane. Harry the Penguin looking for... Oh! Not quite, not quite.
Fear Beyond Death is just gonna miss here. That would have almost assuredly been a kill.
Yeah.
I like the play, though. I really like the play there. I think it's a great idea to go for that kill there. You can... If you tag him with the Urgodar, you don't have to die with both of you. You just have to have one person get the damage, get out.
Right, and Nidalee had the flash, but here comes Space Crabs down in the bot lane. He's going to pick up the kill on the Grundle Grabber. Wow.
Joe Exotic's looking real strong in this early game
4-0 all of a sudden. And for the most part, though, we did talk about that jungle pressure and the top lane being the places where these kills are going to come in. We saw they knew that Morgana was split, and a good silence here, but the binding could come out and basically finish her. A nice flag and drag is going to finish up, get the kill onto Ralzeric, and here comes the unstoppable Urgot. There's no ultimate from Yo Daddy, but he's able to pick up the kill. He goes to 2-0, and a 2K, little 2.4K gold lead here for the side of Joe Exotics. Yeah. And plates.
7 in.
And plates, I think, for this Urgot.
Yeah, Joe Exotic's little to play for, but they are not going to just sit down and roll over. They are going to fight for their pride. They're going to...
I love this,
They're coming out ready to show their stuff.
I love this in LBLCS. Last year we saw the team, I think the team, flash forward, Bigfoot wants this kill. Bigfoot is looking for it. He's going to lock him up and even do more damage, but the nice spell, this is risky. This is very, the Q hits!
I like it. You see Swaggy Pete pinging his own barrier. unfortunate. I think it had just come off a cooldown.
I think he's not used to playing against Karma mid. He does not like that Q cooldown for Karma is so low.
Yeah, it's like five. It's like
No, it's like
at this
5-6,
point
yeah.
he's level 8. It's gonna be like 5 seconds or something.
He's got 10%
So
cool
low.
CDR too.
Yeah, it's such a low cooldown. It really can catch people off guard how quickly you can throw those Qs out. And that's what I was talking about. Like, Karma's got ridiculous amounts of poke if you can hit it around those minions, which clearly Bigfoot has been able to do.
And if we look
Nice
at
aggressive play coming out
where
of
this
Karma.
gold is, we have 3,200 gold on the top mid and jungle for Joe Exotics. They're about 1k up on all of their opponents, but here comes the fight in the bot lane. The teleport is going to come out. It is Urgot coming in. They're able to pick up Soraka right away to start it. Urgot's looking to finish some people off. He's going for Morgana first. He's getting one more auto attack, and he gets it. Space Crabs now might have to use the ultimate, and he does. Will he pick up the kill? It's one more auto attack, and he picks it up. The jump reset, and they should be able to pick up the next one as well. Lux ult won't finish off Space Crabs, and they turn that a 3-for-1. Joe Exotics. They're here to play.
Yo Daddy's Daddy teleports to the bot lane and the angriest Star Guardian gets a double kill. That's what you love to see.
Here's
Olaf's gonna get a couple plates in the top lane, but I mean, if you're the Urgot, you don't care at this point anymore. You're just
That's
happy that your teleport play
so
worked.
worth it. Lux had a roam bottom, getting the solo plates onto Karma, so the gold isn't really going to change too much. You came in and saved what would have been a 2-for-0. Like, Cosmic would have definitely gotten a lead there. Oh, but he might be overstaying a little bit. The binding misses, the snare misses, and all of a sudden he get going a little aggressive. Swaggy P dropping a little bit low. Being able to save
I
your
honestly
teammates.
think he could have won that if there wasn't a turret there.
Yeah, he was levels up. He
This
is
Urgot's
pretty big.
scary.
They're going to turn it into Ocean Drake. This is a Drake they want. They would prefer it if it was Soul, I think, on Joe Exotics. But just picking up one on Raka Nidalee Karma is really, really good.
Next dragon to spawn is going to be an Infernal Drake, which means the 2 best souls are out the window, which is unfortunate for the team that gets the first Drake, but
Oh, that
I
Q
don't
can
think
hit
this
too.
tournament needs Infernal Soul.
Oh, they're doing so much damage. Shiraka, but Morgana, a nice
stopwatch.
Yeah.
Delay or maybe even prevent the death here.
Space Crab's going in a little
But
deep.
he
They're just looking
wants
for it.
it.
He's going to flash the
Oh
Q,
my
though. He's all the way in, and a nice
goodness.
heal's going to come out. He's getting lower, though. The ultimate here from both Jin and Raka means Smurf might have to try to dodge this, and he's just going to block. He's just going to say, Space Crabs, you get out. You have the bounty. I'm not worth anything.
That was a hogger splash.
That's what...
Out of Space Crabs there. That
Yeah,
was great.
that was bonkers. That was straight bonkers. Yo, Joe Exotic's popping off this game.
Yeah, no, they're coming out and they are
Swinging.
showing zero mercy.
They are swinging, dude. Oh my god, and it's more. Space Crabs is like, hyped. He saw the reload was going to happen. He's ultimate kills. 3-11.
They are feeling themselves today. It's a different look than we've seen out of Joe Exotics.
They're loose. They're loose
really,
today.
really liking it.
TP coming out. They're going to get 2 plates here. Or 1 plate, really, because they already had 1. But they do have Herald on Nidalee. And if they're able to get 1 more plate, if there's only 2 plates up and that's it, Rift Herald will knock it down. They want to use that before 14 minutes. They have a little bit of a window right now as Cosmic. Rowzerick is going to go in here in the mid lane and basically lock up Karma. You're not getting out of that. Sorry, Bigfoot. A good play there from Cosmic. Hopefully they can push for some tower plates now as we see Tristana roaming over. They're going to drop it in the top lane. They're going to say, okay, you have pressure mid. We can get this whole top tower.
Yeah. When you see an aggressive play like that out of a team who's behind, especially this early on, you know their mental's in the right spot. So I like that they're still ready to make this a game.
Yeah.
And I think they absolutely can. I think the side of Cosmic Aquarius scales very well, aside from the Olaf, but the Jin, the Lux with Dark Harvest scales very well.
You know, it's a lot of tower shots, though, onto Apophis. How do you say it? Apoptosis?
Apoptosis.
Apoptosis? Easy, thank you. I like what Joe Exotics have done with putting Yo Daddy's Daddy back in, and that they rotate him and Flow Snake depending on how aggressive they want to play in the top lane. I really like that they put him in for this one. He's able to pop off. I also want to say that Cosmic Aquarius can come back in this game because I don't think that Joe Exotics realized how hard it is to be able to siege this composition. If they start grouping as 5, although Yo Daddy's Daddy is so big if the ultimate hits here, the Q misses from Harry the Penguin, the ultimate misses too. And now he's playing Ring Around the Rosie, but unfortunately his pockets are not full as he drops down and fills the pockets of others.
This is zoning ult. Fun. Demonic Sombra, thank you for contributing to the low budget LCS. You are now our CEO.
Nice big dog. A nice binding there. Good root up. Apoptosis and Grundle Grabber gonna just hang out. They're not really too far behind. They have 2 kills on this Jhin. He doesn't have the IE like Tristana here, but they have to find an answer for this Urgot. He is gonna start to run away with it, and it looks like he is actually gonna opt for Death Dance second again. Even with the nerfs coming, and you see he's got the Vampiric already.
Yeah.
That
so
could
clearly
be...
he values the just the Omnivamp in that item.
Yeah,
I mean, it really is a lot. Space Crab's just gonna go aggressive again.
Go aggressive. Oh, he is gonna get in the auto and
do about it.
Oh.
Got hop again once he's out of the Morgana binding.
And he's gonna try to pick up the kill, and here comes J4. He's gonna hop on, but a nice ultimate from Soraka and a heal from Space Crabs.
Space Crab's not gonna opt in.
They can turn this. Oh, the EQ flag hits though. It might be too much. Here comes Nidalee. She's in here time. Oh, the flash heal is gonna keep Space Crabs alive. Clip that, boys. That was Harry the Penguin playing for the team all of a sudden in a spectacular fashion.
Joe Exotics is really on their game today.
Yeah, they are, and they're playing as a team. I think the comms must be fantastic right now.
They're playing aggressive. They're playing
together.
Yeah, no, it's great.
This is a team that all season has been on the back foot, has been trying to scrape up games, has had some close games, has had some ones where they got blown out. You know, I think they're 1-1 in 4 right now. So 1 win, 1 draw, and 4 losses. Being able to just take a game like this and feel loose, even if they lose this game, they feel good right now with what they're able to do, how they're able to fix their early game issues. Now it comes to the transitioning. Yes, this dragon is up. Yes, they're going to try to fight for it. I don't think they're going to be able to snag it here. I think this is a really good move from Cosmic Aquarius. They're going to pick up the Infernal Drake. That's going to help them. Bigfoot's out of position. He burns the flash. Good rotation here. Here comes Death from above. He's going to go in.
Going aggressive here.
Yeah, they have a lot of lockdown, and Olaf might be able to escape, but IE and
Space Crabs
BF is so much. He's going to just jump in for it. He's going to jump back out. He can do that. He has 3 supports on the team. He can do that all he wants all game long.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we identified as being the win condition for Joe Exotics, was get this Urgot ahead, get this Tristana ahead. Like, would you look at that, at 15 minutes, you have 19 kills, 12 of which are under carries.
Yeah, and the other 4 on 4 of them on Nidalee, that's big too. Nidalee's ability to burst these squishies too just helps Tristana actually be able to jump in and feel confident there. As they're looking for the second mid tower. This is 16 minutes in, and Joe Exotics have taken 4 towers already. 2 of them are in the mid lane, as they're going to just take the Jhin ult and back up. Nidalee, I think, is just soloing the Rift Herald right now on the enter mini-map over there.
So not only are we seeing...
Oh, this is going to be a lockup. Oh my god! Yo, Daddy's Daddy! Who are you? You're everybody's grandpa.
He's the God.
He is the God. That flip timing with the flag and drag from J4 was phenomenal. Harry the Penguin going in, gets binded though. Now you've got 5. I think Joe Exotics are sitting on a lot of gold here. Let's check. Yeah, you got 1,000 plus on Nidalee and Urgot. You got almost 1,000 on everyone else sitting on the 900s. Definitely some items can be bought.
There's no neutral objectives on the map. You just want to sit back. You want to reset here, spend your gold, get back on the map, ensure you're stronger than your opponent.
Yeah, and...
Yo, Daddy's the flip god.
That was really, really clean what he just did. Urgot is down in CS, though, because he's making all these blazes roam around. So good on Olaf as a pause comes out. And this is an appropriate pause, and we can talk about appropriate pauses now. They pause it exactly when the score is 420. That's the only time.
Real talk, though. For those who don't know, proper pause etiquette, you never pause during a fight. You never pause during a Baron, during a Dragon, during a Siege. You don't want to pause in anything where a small screw-up could lead to a disastrous result. You want to pause during a lull state like this,
right,
when everyone's just...
You are not in flash range of any other opponent.
Yeah.
And if you are, and if there's any fight going on when you do pause, one of the things you really want to focus on in all chat is just be like, hey, sorry, we messed this up. What do we do from here to make this fair? Do we continue? Like, have a conversation with the other team. Because the only thing that feels bad is when they're unaware of what's going on. Like, hey, we had 2 people DC. We're going to back up out of this fight, and then we can just take 2 seconds and everyone reset. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's just like, it's just, everybody's pretty chill in this league, so it's a matter of talking. I don't think we've really had any disgruntled captains for the most part.
No.
We
all just want to be friends here.
Yeah, we're all just buds. And you know what? You can't do it alone. It takes 2 to tango, boys. If you're at home, I just popped my other one, so hope you did too.
I'm not quite ready to tango again yet.
Not quite ready. It's okay.
I will be soon.
It's not like I'm tall boys or anything. I got smaller ones to me. Looking at the gold distribution.
Thoughts about coriander.
Ice cold coriander.
It looks like they're getting the ready checks. Gonna unpause here, get back into the game.
What was it, by the way? I have chat disabled.
I don't actually think it was specified. Nope. Bigfoot just said sorry 1 sec, and that was it.
I'm assuming usually what that is what we've seen
Who's
a
our
lot
IP?
recently is Discord problems, where people disconnect from Discord randomly, and then you don't have comms right, and so you have to go on the web app to use it. You can't use it as like the computer app.
I'm so glad I haven't ran into that yet.
Yeah, so if you guys do run into that, it's been happening a lot in the past like week and a half. If you run into that, the quick fix is go to the web.
Okay. The more you know. This is an educational stream.
Mm-hmm.
We are here to teach you about the inner workings of being a pro gamer.
Pro gamer. This is a huge lead. This is almost a 10k gold lead in 18 minutes.
This is insane.
This is Joe Exotics being like, oh, we're on stream. I guess we'll show up now. Like, where was this? Play like this all season. This is so proactive. This is so good.
This is like the solo queue game where someone's AFK at the start.
yeah. Well, what's crazy to me is looking at these comps. Like, Joe Exotic, the only way I saw them winning this game was if they stomped early game. And they stomped early game. Like, they full turned it on.
This is... At some point, you just have to embrace that you have some snowball-y players. I know very personally that Yo Daddy's Daddy is a very snowball-y player, and it works both ways.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just have to embrace. Oh my lord! That spear was only half distance too. I want to see Harry the Penguin one-shot someone.
I know J4 doesn't have the Cinder Hulk item. He opted for the Warrior enchantment on the jungle item, but still. Oh my god, that was me. That's a nightmare thing. That's a nightmare thing right there.
That is some bone-hurting juice there.
Yeah, and I think Joe Exotics are stalling out a little bit. I don't want them to do this. I want them to continue to pressure. Look for plays.
I think they're just waiting for the neutral objectives to come up.
And
I don't think they want to risk anything on a risky, I don't think they want to risk anything on like a ill-advised siege or a very forced siege. So I think they're just gonna keep their waves shoved. Get this set up for this neutral.
Wait for the other team to make
I'll
mistakes.
just reset with 40 seconds left on the dragon. So
yeah,
they're just gonna hover around here, wait for it, make sure that they secure this, and while they can ram their faces into Cosmic,
oh, and speaking of ramming your
now,
faces, Yo Daddy's Daddy just absolutely rams the face of Jarvan into his belly and eats him on up. As Swaggy P now running for the hills, trying to get far away. He's got no tower to be on, but he flashes away safely. And that's going to be an easy Mountain Drake pickup here for the side of Joe Exotics as they're going to rotate over to it. They're going to drop Herald in the bot lane at the same time, make sure there really can't be any contention for it.
Probably ran out of cooldown.
And I think the side of Cosmic Aquarius anticipated this, and they said, okay, let's give Jin some solo farm up here. I mean, what you guys haven't been seeing, because it hasn't been on screen too much, is the last 3 waves that crashed bottom, they actually gave to Nidalee. Nidalee rotated there, took all the CS. Nidalee has the most CS in the game right now, I think, other than... No, tied for it. So a really big Nidalee right here. He's going to basically straight up pop people. Oh, that
hit a
almost
minion.
hit. Yeah, hit a minion. If that minion was not there, I think Cosmic Ral Zarek was going to go bye-bye.
Oh.
Look at Lux. Oh.
It hurts. It hurts watching it.
Yeah, I think one thing we didn't notice about Jarvan
He only
too
has
is...
7 stacks of
I know. To be fair, he hasn't died yet, so he hasn't been wasting it. But he will be very, very big. It's so hard for Cosmic now to get close to these guys because they're so big. Because they have a Raka that can heal the front line. Because if they get 3 Mountain Drakes too, killing Urgot is going to be so difficult.
I would venture to say actually impossible.
With if
They have
if the 3 healers are up.
enchanters.
Yeah.
If Yodaddy's Daddy doesn't build a Spirit Visage next, I am going to flame him in his DMs. Simply for the meme.
Okay. Yes, Spirit Vision is great. I think it's not. If he goes Sterix, it's still fine.
You can't build Starks on.
Oh, because he's ranged.
Yeah. So, Phantom Dancer.
There it is. Anything that makes you have a little bit of a shield. What's the other one? Hextrigger. Hextrigger wouldn't be bad. Hextrigger would be very aggro. That'd be so aggro.
Like, yeah, I need MR, but I also want more damage.
Well, they have 3 AD people. And, like, what's?
But okay. What is
just
Urgot
go,
going to
just
do
go Thornmail.
to Yodaddy's Daddy at this point?
Just go Thornmail on Urgot here.
Yeah, you could.
You'd heal off of the damage you deal with it too from Death's Dance. Be so
Probably
hard
heal
to
more
kill.
than you actually take at that point.
Yeah.
What is?
So.
Oh, he's got Righteous Glory. No, that's not Righteous Glory. What is he building? Is he building another Death's Dance?
No, I think he's building Righteous Glory. No, wait, what?
That
What is
doesn't-
it? Aegis is getting
The
Locket?
the only other item Aegis of Legion builds into
Locket.
is Zeke's. Or Locket, I can't remember.
No, does it build both of those?
I think it was from the one. Someone in chat, look this up.
The Glacial Shield item, the armor and the Sapphire Crystal that combined, that built it as Zeke's. I know that. So with what he has right now, it could be Zeke's. But Locket does have Aegis as well. As they force the flash, and he's just gonna hit him with it. He's gonna say, "You gotta run, you gotta run. We got 4 of us right here. We're gonna burn you down." Death from above gets taken out from the backside. As they're gonna push into bot lane right here, they're gonna have to back and defend this. This could be an inhib.
I think it's almost certainly an inhib. I really don't think there's anything Cosmic Aquarius can do to stop this Urgot right
so
now.
difficult.
He has literally 3 enchanters hovering around him right now.
He's 7-0 and 5, and he does have all 3. This is the comp we talked about. This is what it is. How are you gonna hurt this man? How are you gonna hurt this man? The redemption comes out. Okay, you're healed again. You got more shields on you. He has more health than when he started the fight already.
He hasn't dodged anything.
He doesn't have to. He wants to take the damage. He's like, come on, yeah, use it on me. You're not hurting my casters. As Tristana's free pushing in the mid lane against Jhin. Oh, okay, now Cosmic Aquarius is getting it.
Go for the cat.
Yeah, now they're getting it. They're shooting their... You gotta hit this Karma. You gotta hit this Nidalee, this Raka.
They just don't. They don't have enough dive. They don't have any dive really to get on these enchanters.
They almost have every sum up on the side of Joe Exotic right now. We can see a crazy fight break out. But
I can't
45
wait.
seconds
I'm so
until they're going to play it safe. Joe Exotic doesn't have the lead often. It's not a flame to them. They've just been down in a lot of games. And they do not want to lose this lead. They don't want to be silly with it. They're playing really, really smart. They said, yes, we probably could have dove. We probably could have gotten 2 kills, maybe an inhib turret. Let's not do that. Let's back up, play it safe, play it smart, and play around this dragon. Let's get this soul. Mountain Soul on the comp they are running is disgusting.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to see that they are unified. They're making the calls together as a spear goes wide right. But they're
One more.
God.
One more. Oh! Every time Nidalee Spear max range hits, you take a sip.
Oh God, I'd be dead.
Right there, that counts. That's
This is-
dragon.
This is why I play tanky champs in the mid lane, because of that. Everyone's been one-shot by an Italy.
It is
Not a
crazy
good
to see.
experience.
They
Don't
have
enjoy it.
3 dragons. They have so much pressure. They're so hard to engage on. They're going to clear these wards. I think they're going to look for this Baron here. They're sweeping the pit.
And I really don't think there's anything Cosmic Aquarius could do, because in order to
they're
run
nearby.
in contestant Baron, they have to run near this Urgot.
But they don't have their trinkets up right now. But here comes Cosmic.
Daddy's daddy
He
built
can
a
lock
Zeke's
them up.
Convergence.
He can lock them up, and they can dish out damage altogether. But all the sums are up on the. Oh, a great lockup! The ultimate's getting about Bigfoot and Smurf are getting dropped pretty low. A nice double stopwatch. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to kill Urgot, the Unstoppable, the greatest machine ever to walk around with 6 legs? Not gonna happen.
Whose idea was this? This comp is insane.
I don't know. So, if you're the side of Cosmic, you're probably still playing this game. It's 26 minutes. They haven't ended. I mean, you have... If you can get it to 35 minutes, maybe the goal lead won't be as, like, impactful, but it's 13k, dude. It's 13k at 27 minutes. That's impactful. That's an item and a half per person.
Urgot did so much work in that team fight, and he has a support item in his inventory. Why does he have his Zeke's Convergence? I have no idea. But he does. And he's
Who is he linked
still...
with? Do you know? Can you see who he's linked with?
I don't think he's linked with anyone, actually.
What's happening? What's happening in this game? What's going
Did he go
on?
to the CD ever?
Was he just like link with them last second of the team fight? Like, okay, I guess you're doing it. Who do you link with?
He's linked with the Tristana.
Okay.
But they haven't been together.
Yeah. All right, here, but now they might be. Now you might see them start to group, although you see.
Oh. Okay, so someone in chat just said it's a replacement for Mallet. For Frozen Mallet.
Oh.
Because it's cheaper, and it still gives you the slow zone around you. Now, I think
Gotcha.
Urgot's model covers up most of the slow zone, but I'm not sure.
You still dive in with him at times. Like, you want to get close.
Yeah.
Even though you're technically ranged, you're a very close range champion.
Yeah. And then Tristana is obviously going to get fire on her auto attacks, which, I mean, they're bombs. They already probably have fire on them, so...
Yeah.
It's
true.
a little redundant, but the it's there, you know? And Joe
Yeah.
Exotics is honestly...
They're just going to push in.
Joe Exotics is at the point in the game that I like to call face ram, where you just need to walk at them,
Yeah.
and they die.
Oh. I want one of these spears to just one-shot somebody so badly. If he had finished
We're
the
all waiting
Rabas,
for
we
it.
could see it.
Jin has no MR. Jin has no MR. It could happen.
Oh my god, I want to see it. It's close there.
that was through a black shield,
I was
by
gonna
the way.
say the same exact phrase. That was through Black Shield. Oh, look at all the damage you just did to him. Sorry, he's gonna be full health in a second. This
Oh, yeah,
comp
see, look,
is
you can-
disgusting, and they're ahead. Now, if you
Yeah,
fell behind
okay.
on this, you're all done for, but they are not behind. Here comes the rest of the fight. This is going to be the full engage here from Joe Exotics. They're going all the way in, and Morgana falls along with Olaf. The rest of them running for their lives, and Daddy's saying, come here, I'm finally big in this league. I finally get to stomp around. He goes to 10-0-8. And Joe Exotics, in one of the most dominant games of the LBLCS, are going to take game 1 in the series against Cosmic Aquarius.
This team is in 8th place, by the way.
Yep. That's gnarly.
That was insane. Well played, Joe Exotics' ex-husband. That was a beautiful game.
Joe Exotics, finally stress-free, finally doing what they want. That was gnarly. Oh my god. All of a sudden, Joe Exotics really coming up big, really doing what they can. They are going to switch sides now, so we're going to see Game 2 become a little bit different. Maybe some different bands coming out. What do you do on the side of Cosmic Aquarius, someone? What are you... How are you
Ban
adapting?
Urgot.
You're banning Urgot? Is that it?
I'm banning the Urgot if I'm on the other side of this.
Okay.
Oh man, aside from that, they didn't really. So the way you beat a comp like that is probably to just not get behind, right? You have to not necessarily get ahead, but like just don't have a 5-0 Urgot running around when your enchanters come online.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you draft a little bit of safety, maybe some more scaling. If
I
now that you know that they're going to come out with
what
this
I
insane level of aggression.
love from Joe Exotics is they finally put Penguin on something that is so overly aggressive. This dude is such an aggressive player. This dude is so mechanically good that not playing with that is like I don't know, it's just so crazy. That's so amazing that you finally have like, okay, we got the Urgot for the top laner. We got something that is super aggressive on the jungler, and everybody else is like, yeah, we'll play support. Like, yeah, we got it. Yeah, Karma Raka, we got it. We got it for you. This is easy. This is going to be a gnarly matchup. This matters so much for Cosmic. This matters so much for both teams at this point. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 playoff spots locked, which means 2 more are up.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 teams remaining are Joe Exotic's ex-husbands, Cosmic Aquarius, Glacial, Galaxy, and Ground Zero Gaming. And Ground Zero Gaming are finished. They're locked in at 6 points. So this is going to be... Like, this game is both teams, like... Oh, Game 2 is going to be gnarly. I think it's going to be a lot closer than the last game. I think Cosmic's waking up. They're like, oh, we've got to kick it up a notch. We've 2-0'd some really good teams this year. We've 1-1 some really good teams this year. Let's kick it up a notch. Let's take this 8th place back down. Let's show them what we've got. I think they're doing some interesting things. They're doing like role swaps, kind of, where they just put their normal top laner in the jungle and their normal jungler in the top lane.
Yeah, and maybe that was an adaptation to Joe Exotics changing up their lineup a little bit. Maybe they saw Yodaddy in the top lane, like, okay, this guy's aggressive. Let's pit our aggressive player against 2 and just shut him down. And might have backfired a little bit, but it's a good thought, I think. That's the only reason I can think of that they would want to. But I actually have not had a chance to watch Cosmic Aquarius yet this season. So I don't actually know what their deal usually is.
Lineup. They have some really, really great players. The one thing that surprised me the most of the last draft, very honestly, from Cosmic Aquarius, is taking the Jhin. Grundle Grabber has popped off every time he's gotten Varus. The dude is gnarly at Varus. The dude, like, it was up. It was there.
Yeah.
And they opted for the first pick Jhin. Which, if you had a specific strat, and honestly, they kind of did for draft. They picked Jhin, Morgana, Lux. So I'll give them that. Like, that was, if you don't fall behind, that is hell to deal with. That is so difficult to deal with. But Lux, Morgana, Varus is also hell to deal with. Like, Varus is still so good.
I know Varus got nerfed, but only his lethality build got nerfed.
And
I don't know if Grundle Grabber likes the lethality build or the on-hit build. I know they're actually 2 pretty different subset of players at times. Like, I pretty much can only play lethality Varus. I can't play the other one.
I have to have someone drop down to you.
Oh yeah, I do. I would like to get in the lobby to watch the second game.
I'm going to invite you right now. People have graciously dropped on down, so you can now...
Oh, I appreciate it.
Drop on down. And they're going to kick off this next pick ban phase. Now, Cosmic Aquarius knowing a little bit more what they expect out of this big boy top laner. And the one thing I know that they hate when we play against Yodaddy's Daddy is I usually throw them 2 bans in the first 3.
I've been in draft phases with Yodaddy's Daddy. It really tilts him. It also makes him laugh maniacally. It's a little scary.
Well, the thing is, like, he's not a one-trick pony.
No,
he's kind of like a 3-trick pony. And you have to pick which pony you want to play against. Because if you ban all three, then everybody else gets all their mains. So you have to, like, in your head
I would say it's more like he's a Bronco on 3 champions and a pony on a couple others.
Okay, a Bronco on some, pony on the rest. Okay, I like that analogy. Yeah, but, like, he's got so many different... Like, he's impossible to fully ban out without risking the rest of the draft. And so, like...
Yeah.
You usually see a ban or two at him. I don't think last game we saw any at him. I think they banned out...
No, I think it was...
Jungle mid.
It was Syndra, Graves, and Echo. So they were targeting Harry the Penguin.
Yeah, and the possible
and
flex
Bigfoot.
from Bigfoot, yeah, as well.
The flex, does Bigfoot play Graves mid?
He's able to. Yes, I know. They're actually running into some
Okay.
complications right now. They're saying it wasn't letting me ban. He was posting in chat to them. That is why he's over the time. It wasn't letting him even select a champion.
And I don't have the link, so I'm just watching on the.
They can't ban. So this probably be a remake for the side of Champ Select here, as we see what these teams are going to be able to pick up and start to do. They finally are able to ban the Thresh. Let's see if Cosmic is here and ready. They can click and they can do things. Let's hope they can ban. PentaQ is one of the 2 sites we use. We use this site and ProDraft as well. Because, you can't just use one site. You need to use 2. It takes 2 to tango. That is why we do that. Xavier saying AP Ramus, cough, cough. Hopefully, the Syndra is still going to be banned out. The Thresh still banned out. Ban's not really changing too much. Commander Cruz, I also love both Varus builds, although I am more partial to the on-hit. I think on-hit is just safer in a team comp where the lethality is like, hey, I think I can get ahead, and if I get ahead, I'm going to stay ahead. Whereas the other one is you can play from ahead, you can play from behind, it's still really strong.
Yeah. And I like the lethality Varus because I'm a degenerate artillery mage player.
True.
We do see the adaptation, the Urgot ban coming from the side of
Instead
Cosmic
of
Aquarius. That I'm sure was traumatizing for them.
Yeah, and they're again going to give the Kled a nice little ban, get him out of the game. As Joe Exotics are looking at their first pick, and they liked the Tristana last game, and honestly, I did too. We kind of stopped talking about it once we hit 15 minutes. But that Tristana was really clean on Space Crabs.
Buckleberry fan, could you give me a link to the PentaQ so I'm not behind?
I kind of want you to be behind. No, I can give you a link. Hang on.
Okay, that's all right. Understandable, honestly.
I'm gonna message you on
agree.
Discord. How's that?
Yeah. I see the Varus locked in this time.
Varus Lulu is dirty. That is a dirty, dirty bot lane. I love that bot lane.
Those are the bot lanes I hate to see when I'm autofilled. That's what I hate to play against when I'm autofilled. It's just you just have to spend the whole I get out of mid lane.
It's strong. You can
I'm
go aggressive. You can peel. It's really good.
Yeah, I get out of mid lane. I'm like, oh, I get to play AD carry or support now. I get to do something a little different. Oh, look at that! I have to dodge just skill shots all day again. Wonderful. And that's the ban that was dropped for the Urgot. The Echo, that is almost assuredly going to Harry the Penguin. I know that is a very well liked pick of his.
Now, it could be flex, but knowing what we know about both teams, most likely it's Harry the Penguin.
Yeah,
I also like that he gets to play, again, something pretty aggressive.
Yeah, no, I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They banned out a couple pieces of it. They're not going to go with the triple enchanters this time. At this point, they only have space for one.
So they're going to go harder engage. Echo, Leona, in the way Spacecraft plays Tristana is 3 people that are about to go all in at you.
Galio lock-in. I'm always excited to see Galio. Like I was saying earlier, the champ is so strong right now, whether you're going Aftershock or Spellbook.
Yeah.
Both builds are very good. But yeah, I think we're seeing Joe Exotics take a almost simpler approach to this game. They're gonna it's looking like a much more standard team fight setup so far. I mean, we obviously have to wait and see what the solo laners are,
Hmm.
but I kind of like, yeah, you just went hyphy, everyone was super fed. But when that happens sometimes,
And there's the
you
two bans of the
go
top
into
laner.
the next game thinking you're still super fed, and you just kind of int. So I like that they're going a bit more standard,
It's
less hog wild
so
type
hard.
comp.
You're right. It's so hard to play one thing one game, stomp on it, and then return back to it in game two. Because your mindset is all different. You're back to level 1. You're not level 17, 18 anymore. You don't have all these items. You're not going to straight just blow them up. It's back to even playing field. However,
Mhm.
it's going to be really difficult to kill this Varus. Galio, Lulu is so much protection, so much extra shielding, so much extra CC and blocking, extra life on them. Echo is pretty freaking good. And we've seen Harry the Penguin play in Italy before. Volibear picked up for Cosmic is also awesome. That's another great frontline person to be in front of this. I would assume now, looking at the draft, it's going to be on hit Varus.
Yeah, because at this point you're looking at one, maybe two damage sources, but right now, I mean, you already have your mid laner locked in. You have either your top or your juggler locked in. You're not going to really get a hyper carry out of that unless they pick a Kale, which I don't see happening. But
I would
you're
expect
going to
them to
have one
pick
damage source
a jungler that is
on hit
similar
there.
to Lee Sin or something that is early game pressure against this Echo.
Mhm.
Because you want to have something that can actually help you get into those stages of the game. Not that Volibear isn't really good early game, not that Galio isn't really good early game. They have their own moments, they have their CC, they have their ability to trade really well, but having something like Lee Sin, having something like Graves is banned out, but having something that can make plays early on, like a Lease even, is just so helpful to facilitate you into the later game where Varus can
Yeah.
hard carry. And we do see that two bans came
Mhm.
out of Cosmic Aquarius onto Yo Daddy's Daddy, but he picks up the Darius. He's feeling his
Yeah.
oats. That's me. He's telling us he's picking Darius. He's ready to play.
No, he's just down to his top tier pony now.
No more Broncos. Is that what you're saying?
I haven't, like I said, I haven't played with Your Daddy's Daddy in a couple months, but his three main picks were Urgot, Set, and Mordekaiser.
Yeah, absolutely.
Darius is his fourth pick,
Okay.
and
And
he likes to just go down the totem pole
I
to his
like
next pick.
how they just did that. Rise can really, really punish Galio's roams.
Mhm.
Rise can hard push quickly. Getting extra gold on Rise early, getting him to that later game stage faster is really big.
Yeah. And once you hit 6, you can kind of match the realms with your realm warp.
Uh,
You're not going
I
to
think
have
it's 11.
the same
6,
impact.
yeah, 6 is... Well, you could bring
But-
multiple people, sure, but...
Well, you still get across the map a little bit faster. I mean,
I think
you
level 6
obviously
range,
don't
they
have the huge gap
a few
close,
patches ago,
but
they did nerf it. The level 6 range on Rise is super short now.
a few patches ago. Oh, they nerfed it.
Yeah, it's really, really small. It's like a little more than a flash, no lie. At level 6. At level 11, it's much, much bigger, but...
Huh.
Yeah,
All right. I
the
did not know that.
playmaking you can make with Rise. Oh, Trundle's fine. Trundle Volibear actually is insane.
Yeah, and I think Trundle does well. He's not a ton of pressure early. The objective control that you get from Trundle is so strong. It's
Yeah.
he's a high value jungler.
And Leona
It allows you
W,
to funnel
Ult-
gold into the Varus.
ulting Leona while her W is active is so much tankiness you're able to absorb, and you get super, super big,
Yeah.
super, super tanky for your team. Now you have 3 frontline like Giga Tanks in front of a Varus. And if he's not on hit, I am going to literally call the captain of Cosmic Aquarius and say, what did you just do? But it has to be on hit Varus with Lulu. It's so, so good. It's so, so strong. However, here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to say it again. If Darius gets ahead, if the jungler gets ahead on this Echo, this game is going to turn what we saw last game, where, yes, I like Cosmic Aquarius as a draft way more than I like Joe Exotics. But if Joe Exotic snowballs, it's hard to push it back up the hill. I'm ready. The Joe Exotics are ready, man. I'm gonna switch the screen.
They're
over.
ready. This is a draft that tells me. I know. Obviously, Space Crabs likes this Tristana. I don't know anything about their support player. I'm going to be completely on. Harry the Penguin likes this Echo.
Their support
Yo
players
Daddy
is sub.
Daddy had 3 bans against him and still gets to play one of his favorite champions. And I know Bigfoot's favorite goes-to champion is the Rise.
So normally,
They're playing what they want.
Joe
And they're
Exotics
having fun.
normally plays Lawave as support, but Lawave had an emergency and had to leave. And I love Lawave, one of my favorite
Yeah,
supports in the
that's
league.
why I don't know anything about this support.
This is their coach, who's been on their roster the whole time, but never has played because he's just been doing drafts for them and then giving them like those couple words of encouragement and then leaving the call.
Okay.
Now he's like, okay, my normal account's banned, but we need somebody tonight. So he's on his Smurf, and they were talking to him like, okay, what's your best shampoo? Apparently, it's his most shampoo is the support. So he is going to pick up the Leona for this game, which is something we've seen the Wave play, so he's still able to fit into what the team likes. And I think, and I'm not sure, I mean, this is all speculation what I'm about to say, but I think him being in this game, might be a more commanding voice for their team to talk through. Because usually a coach is like very verbal and not always great at playing. Like, I am not a great player, but I'm a very verbal player. I don't play phenomenally. I play fine. I play okay in the mid lane, but my strength is talking to my team, and I think that might be what they're experiencing from having their coach in, is having like, okay,
Yeah.
let's have healthy lines. Because the way they were playing last game, everybody was on the same page. Everybody was on the same page. That is something that is so different than something we saw earlier in the year. Earlier in the year, we saw them be sporadic. We saw them try to go for dives when the other team wasn't doing something across the map. We saw them not trading objectives. Last game, they got a lead. They got more of a lead, and they didn't stop getting more leads. So, also, Divine Moose, thank you.
And every call they made, every play they made, everything was together. It wasn't just one I mean, obviously, their players popped off as individuals.
Swaggy P, do you have Infernal Galio? I want you to play that if you have it. Oh, that might come out too late. It's like too much of a delay.
What color birdie? Oh, pink. Pink bird. Always pink bird.
Pink Bird? Really? Is that is that chroma for the Birdia?
Yeah. Yeah, if I use birdie, I always go pink. I have all the other chromas. I pretty much only go pink.
Okay, fair.
It's funny.
The comps this time, I think. Here's the thing.
I like Cosmic Aquarius because they have Galio.
I like Cosmic Aquarius
biased.
so much, but the side of like that's the thing. If Darius gets 3-0 again, like last game, and Echo's part of those kills, they are going to
everyone.
They're going to eat everyone, dude. It's not going to matter that you have Galio Trundle in front of Varus. Darius is going to run at you and devour you. The one thing that I can't see yet, and I really, really want to know, is we saw earlier in the year Yo Daddy's daddy play the solo queue Darius. He played no teleport. He played Ghost Flash in the top lane. And he got a little bit of a lead. He got a little bit of a lead, but then it fell off late game because he was getting out-teleported. They were out-rotating. They pushed the wave where he was on. And then they basically made him moot. Like, you can't come to this fight. You have to split push and trade objectives, which is worse because we're taking more. Or you can do stuff. So he generated his own early lead, but then couldn't facilitate it with anything. Is he going to run that again? You saying it's probably still worth. I think in this instance, for his mental, maybe. But if Echo just roams up a few times early instead.
So I think it's still worth from a purely objective standpoint, and here's why. They have a Rise. They have a strong side laner. They have someone who's going to survive against a Volibear, even be able to duel him potentially. What if the Rise, gets enough gold?
Right.
So I don't think the Darius needs to be matching the Volibear in the late game. I think Rise could be clearing waves
have
and
the
then
TP.
threatening with his TP.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas Darius could use the Ghost buff that seemed specifically for Darius.
Darius and Victor. Here you go.
And just go nuts in team fights.
Yeah.
Like he likes to do. I if it was another mid laner, I would say probably not.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
but
the Rise can mid late game Rise wave clear is gnarly, right? Like you're going to straight up obliterate this stuff. Be
the
able
most
to push it back.
satisfying thing in League of Legends.
Yeah, just oof. It's the wet dream of the
EQ a
Midlanders.
triple stacked wave. Oh.
Straight Grimmin. Guys, if you want to feel as good as someone you don't know sounds right now, make sure to follow LBLCS. Make sure to grab yourself another one of these, because it takes two to tango. And just sit back
Those
and
things should tango, and I'm going to let you monologue for a bit.
go for it. Enjoy the Executive League. This game matters so much. This game matters way more than I can explain. I don't want to over-explain it. I don't want people who are playing the game to somehow have this in the background and listening to what's going on a little bit. But everybody in Executive League can make playoffs, and it is so, so tight. It is so, so close, and this game matters so, so much. Obviously, the Sunday or Saturday matchup, whenever the other teams are playing, it is Gold Diggers against Glacial. That is the last executive match of the season for the regular season.
That's happening Sunday at 8:15.
Yeah, and hopefully that one will be streamed, will be live to you guys as well. That is huge, because Glacial are now in a position where they can 100% with a single point secure playoffs. I think at this point, I'm not sure. What's their?
They secure a bye. No, they 2-0 Cosmic Aquarius, correct?
No, Cosmic Aquarius 2-0 them, but I don't know their matchup against GZG.
Oh.
So it depends on the matchup.
Anyway,
GZG.
in a three-way tie, it would go to tiebreakers no matter what.
In a three-way tie, we'd look at all of the head-to-heads. So what we would do is we would take the three teams that are tied and remove all the games against everyone else, and we would just look at how did you place against these teams.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just noticed what Yodani started with. The triple rejuve beat start. I like it.
Oh my lord.
He is wanting to be very aggressive and trade off the bat.
Andy took they played Yo Daddy's Daddy this game instead of Flow Snake for a reason. This is the reason, and they are feeling their oats. Both teams invading the red side to start this freaking game. Oh my god. Guys, this is what I dreamed of. I love this. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sure you're proud of this. Both teams at level 1 invading. I can't wait to see what happens when they discover what each
Out
other
of
has
all
done.
14 games, I only didn't invade with my team one game. I'll say that right now. If you're playing against us in playoffs, y'all better be ready. Like, we're gonna invade you. I'll let you know.
Minions have spawned.
They're just gonna ward it though.
So okay, so Joe Exotics they're gonna back off here, and Echo's gonna retreat to his blue buff, but
They should.
Cosmic Aquarius is gonna actually start Joe Exotics red, and I'm wondering if their bot lane is gonna come check it here, because that could spell trouble.
Stunna is leaning to the top side of that jungle there.
She's gonna drop a ward over the wall.
She is.
Snuff
She's gonna
is
spot him
out.
out.
Vertical jungling infused.
They should know.
Oh, we didn't see it, but Swaggy P actually managed to go up and get a ward down on their own red buff.
Yeah, they were
so
picking
the
that out.
gonna know.
Joe Exotics knows that ward is there. They were pinging it out as soon as he put it down in the MVP map. Yep, and here comes an engage.
Level 1, Leona going in hard.
Aftershock
Space
is really strong. But
Space Tribes got slowed there by the Varus and couldn't follow up.
one thing that's good about
Maybe a
trading,
miscommunication, maybe just a good play.
Lulu didn't buy items.
Oh.
Lulu didn't buy items.
Lulu, you're losing to the shopkeeper.
Lulu just backed. Lulu just backed and said, "All right, you get early. Like we're gonna get pushed in. Nothing we can do here." Swaggy P's now getting caught out by Bigfoot a little bit. They're gonna trade some autos here, and he's gonna make sure that Harry the Penguin can get out safely. He does not take the red buff though. Really solid pathing from Cosmic Rouse Eric, just taking all 3 buffs. So he's gonna get 3 buffed.
Yeah, and that really sucks for Echo, because you really want that quick level 3, because that just is what allows you to gank it all, really.
Right.
You kind of need all 3 abilities to pull off a decent gank. I mean, you, in reality, could do it with EQ, but...
Not to the same
I
effect,
mean, you use
not
your
to the
W
same
in the
safety.
jungle, so...
Yeah, I think the W normally is what a lot of people start to. It gives you that extra
oh, yeah,
max life hit here, so... But you can...
It's pretty difficult to clear with that, and we're going to see Yo Daddy's Daddy find the Trundle on the top Scuttle Crab, and
They're be fighting for his
Kind of
bot
looking at him
lane.
funny.
Gonna be pushing a lot, and Chrono Grabber is 100% gonna go that on-hit build. Oh, Harry the Penguin now looking for a Cosmic Rouse. Eric maybe a little bit too in deep.
Harry the Penguin's
He's gonna have to flash into that. He's not going to be able to. Rouse Eric is taking a lot of damage. He's dropping a great lockup from Bigfoot's gonna secure first blood for him. Rise popping off the bot lane is also gonna fight. He went in a little too deep, and a nice kill from Chrono Grabber. Rise better be able to pick up another one because it looks like Varus is getting pretty big, and they are able. 2 kills for Rise here as they're gonna look to pick up a third right now. A nice stun from Harry the Penguin means a triple kill.
Puts Bruno.
3-3. And just like that,
So,
3-3.
if anyone watched the LEC today, you know what a Fed Rise could do if you watched Larson pop off today. Let's see if Bigfoot. Oh my god, Bigfoot has Catalyst tier
Minute 4, dude.
4 minutes into the game.
Minute 4,
He has
dude.
so much mana.
This is the one person I wouldn't want fed this game. Because this dude played Karma all last game being so reserved, and I'm sure it's all this pent-up rage now to kill people.
He flashed him a turret for a solo kill. Don't talk about reserve.
Yeah, that's fair. But when we came to team fights, he was like, okay, your daddy's daddy, you get to go all the way in. And he sat back and he just like threw poke, right?
And now this game he
doesn't have to. This game
my
he's saying,
turn.
okay, your daddy's daddy, keep building rejuve beads because you need to stand in front of me this time and I need to do damage. But Grundle Grabber, huge. 2 kills on Varus, getting that recurve bow early. He's gonna switch it out. He's gonna go pickaxe instead. I like his change. I like his change
God,
better.
that's a lot.
Yeah, I like that change.
You get so much value out of the boots, out of the dagger, and the refillable. Refillable, I'm not sure is completely necessary into a Tristana Leona lane, because, I mean, if you're taking damage, you're probably taking a
So
lot.
what I think
So-
what it is it's trading as best as he can. And he actually has pretty good shove against this. Oh, yo daddy's starting to smack on death from above because he's going to take a lot of damage here. And they're going to fight in the mid lane, but here comes Harry the Penguin. He's saying, that's my mid laner. I'm going to protect the hell out of him, and we're going to clean this back up. That's 2 kills going over to Joe Exotics, taking the lead yet again, a 1.5k gold lead. 5 minutes.
And yeah, Bigfoot's got a big CS lead, just like last game. Granted, in this matchup, it's a little easier for the side of the Rise, and you know he kind of got a triple kill early. But we see Joe Exotics coming out ahead again, and yeah, you have early kills on this Varus, but the Varus is going to take a little bit longer to come online. Whereas
Oh,
something
and
like
here
the
comes the
Rise-
stun onto Grundle Grabber. He's got no flash. They don't have level 6. He is going to go down, and Harry the Penguin again gets this aggressive jungler and gets to play aggressive, and he uses it so well.
Harry the Penguin is making plays on the map. It is 6 minutes in, and Harry the Penguin has been involved in 6 kills already, and he is running straight back mid to counter gank and be a part of maybe some more.
Yeah, he is just hovering
Charles
around
gonna back off
these
here.
lanes. I mean, let's look at the... Rise has 1.3k in the bank. He's going to probably wait until he can just straight up buy. Oh, the top lane is getting ganked right now, though. There's a lot of damage on Yo Daddy's Daddy. He might be able to ult, but he isn't able to. And that's a good, clean pickup for the side of Death from Above, who's still down about 30 CS, but now has time. There's no teleport on Yo Daddy's Daddy. You killing him means it's going to take a bit for him to get back, but they showed the jungler in the top lane. The Dragon's going to go over to Joe Exotics.
All right, so Infernal's gonna be the next drink, meaning we might get the Ocean Soul or the Mountain Soul, but you always want to see an Ocean Soul because the healing's ridiculous and it's more of an objective to fight over than a Mountain Soul.
I think that while, yes, both are super good, both are really, really good souls, the Ocean Soul makes it so that Cosmic Aquarius has an even safer time. Like, they need to scale a little bit at this point to be able to, like on this Varus, for him to be able to carry these team fights, right? They need to stack some MR so that this Echo Rise combo doesn't straight up obliterate them, because they're both magic damage, they're both pretty fed right now. If it is Ocean, that super, super benefits both teams, but it really, really benefits the side of Cosmic if they were to pick them up. Mountain still
That
does.
front line can just keep surviving.
Right. They've got 3 tanks too. And also, like, Lulu is really good at keeping you alive, but having 3 or 4 oceans also is really good at that, so it's going to be hard to kill Varus, even if you are fit. Echo's dive won't mean that much.
Mm-hmm. And something else I wanted to point out. So we identified from early from Champ Select that Cosmic Aquarius need to get this Varus. Like, Varus is their win condition.
Right.
The fact that he has 2 kills already, while it already may seem that they're on the back foot in this game, they have the gold where they want it. And the Lulu's just gonna flash on the spacecraft. Did you get the kill? Not quite.
Close. Was able to trade.
Heal burn was enough to the ignite.
Yeah, was able. Oh my God! Clip that! Clip that! Clip that! Oh my God!
Oh, Apoptosis with a 5-head Lulu play to get the kill on the space crabs.
Oh my God!
Well played.
I like Wily L, but I like this new support more for this side of Cosmic Aquarius. As Yo Daddy's daddy pops the ghost, and he's gonna start running away. The bear's gonna flash. Darius is gonna flash. There's so much damage when a great heal comes out from Yo Daddy's daddy. He's gonna get ulted on to be finished up, and Grundle Grabber's gonna grab himself some more plates here in the bot lane. As Echo's starting to roam over.
Cosmic Aquarius is clearly very angry about the Urgot last game because they have been non-stop top lane targeting Yo Daddy's daddy.
Yeah, he is 0-3-3. Now, he did really help that skirmish get that rise ahead, which was massive. He was able to tank for a long time there. As here comes a taunt onto in tower range, too. Bigfoot's taking a lot of damage. The flash away should keep him alive. There's no sums on Cosmic here, and he's going to back up. Now, something I do really, really want to point out is last game, we saw both Heralds go over to the side of the red side team. This game, we see Trundle on it right now. He has started it up. He is doing it. If you could break open this map a little bit more, get Galio into these sideways, maybe have him come in with the ult here. Here, the Penguin's going to take some damage here. They're going to look to drive maybe the mid lane. The flash forward forces Swaggy P's flash. Here, the Penguin wants it, though.
They're going to force Swaggy P off here, and they're going to get some plates here. They're going to let Bigfoot solo take plates, get more gold into this rise. He already has a Rod of Ages. It already has 3 stacks on it.
Oh my God.
You want to get into that Lost Chapter. He has enough gold for the Lost Chapter. So he's going to get that. He can teleport back in and just keep getting gold. And that 2-item power spike for a Rise is pretty huge.
He has the most.
He's going to look hot lane here. He's going to set the W behind him. That's a good position.
He's going all the way in.
Not quite enough.
He has his ult. He's fine. He's got Tristana right here, too. And here comes Rise. Rise TP down here to the bot lane. They're going to pick up a kill, go to 7 and 6. Yo Daddy's daddy is trading right now. Yes, this Volibear is huge, but he's got a friend,
guess
too.
Who's top lane?
Guess who's top lane? Sorry, Urgot. When you stomp that hard, you better expect the camp. I'd put up the tent if I was in solo queue. Galio's going to keep Varus safe. Galio is like, okay, if there's anyone that needs to stay alive in any altercation, it's Varus.
Yes. Protect Varus. This is your Mr. President. You secure him at all costs.
Absolutely.
This Volibear is getting a little scary, though. I think that's something we need to watch out for, but... Interestingly enough, Volibear has elected to go for Ninja Tabbies, which is good. While good against Darius, not necessarily that good against who's going to be side laning against later in the game.
Pretty weak against this Rise. Now, I will say that... Oh, the bot lane's going to get engaged on. Hang on to that thought for 1 second. As here comes Chrono Grabber getting in a very much of a pickle. He's going to go down. He's trying to run away so that Lulu might be able to escape, but a jump in! 2 more kills, and it looks like they're going to turn right onto Infernal and see what the soul is going to become.
Rise is just living bot lane at this point.
Joe Exotics is on the goddamn ball. Play your captain more, for the love of God.
I'm loving this. This is a very different look. And it's clearly working very well.
Yeah.
And you're not even... They're winning through a different lane than they were last game, too. Last game was all about Space Crabs, and it was all about Yo Daddy's daddy on the 2 carries in a 2.5 carry team.
So much damage coming out from both sides in this fight as Joe Exotic's going to pick up 2. They're going to trade for a 2-for-1. and be able to just disengage pretty safely as Tristan is jamming in that bot lane. Hero Daddy's Daddy fighting death from above in the top lane. He knows this time Trundle's dead. He's not coming for me this time.
1v1 me, bro.
But at this point in the game, 3 kills have been given over to Volibear. It's going to make up for the CS discrepancy. Darius continues to work towards that Trinity Force, but Rise is so big.
Yeah.
Rise is so big! Oh my god! He's going to be able to
Rise
just...
has enough gold to back and get the Seraphs whenever he wants, and I am surprised he hasn't picked up a Dark Steel yet.
The ultimate from the top lane. Go Daddy's Daddy now might be in a bit of trouble. He's going to pop the Ghost just for the move speed. Like, Volibear can run you down, but not if you have Ghost procced.
I don't know. I don't know how long each of those abilities last, but if that had lasted long enough, He might have been able to just run down this Volibear and get the kill without his ultimate.
Yeah, if he had connected that Q for the heal.
His flash is about to come up. Watch, he's gonna flash on him.
Possibly, if he had had the Q proc hit there, it could have been very, very different. Where you have the like huge trade in health. Like yes, you do almost 200 damage, but you also heal like 150. So there's like a huge health swing in the top lane. Darius is so rough to try to fight against when it's like that. He knows he's still there. He's just gonna freeze his. This is what I was talking about. Red side gets the Rift Herald. They're not able to knock down mid turret. They should have dropped it a little bit later. But then you get pressure on it. Now maybe they can start to make some plays there. And bot lane's gonna go in though. He's a level down. He's not as big. And here comes the ultimate from Lulu. And Spacecraft's gonna go down. A shutdown. 2 for the side of Varus makes him even bigger. Oh, flash in. Yo, Daddy's Daddy gonna flash back out. And here comes Echo. They talked about what's gone. A good it's not gonna be enough. I think Leona will pick up this kill here. I think that will be a 2 for 0, but I mean Swaggy P gets mid lane. It means they might get the top lane, while Joe Exotic should make plays across the map. So are Cosmic.
Yeah. Making very efficient trades. They're losing their lives in the bot lane, but they're taking some rocks in the top lane. I think the towers are made of rocks. I can't really. They look stony.
Rocky, stony. Yeah.
Runic. They're like runes.
Yes.
Like what Rise always rants about when you play him.
True. Rise, big shutdown goal too. You put that on Varus. If you get that on Varus, that could be a pretty big game changer here.
That's a huge thing.
I will
already
say.
has his flinches, and he's halfway to a Bork. Like this Varus is pretty big.
Trundle here is big in the mid lane as well. They're gonna try to catch out Bigfoot, but he's gonna flash over the pillar. He's gonna back up, and here goes Volibear. The bear is all in. Here comes the ultimate from Galio. It's not gonna connect with anybody, but his taunt will catch up 2 of them, and they're gonna try to burn through Bigfoot. He has so much damage though, and a nice jump point. They're gonna trade 1 for 1, and the shutdown does go on to Varus.
Exactly what we were talking about. You get big shutdown onto the Varus here. Leona going in as the bear just kind of raffle stomps the bot behind the turret here.
Yeah, and Cosmic is tanking, but Harry the Penguin is a big boy. They're gonna get that shutdown onto Space Crabs, I think. No, onto Darius. He's gonna ult out as they say. Here comes the bomb is on him. Oh, that's enough to finish him off, and Echo picks up the kill. 16-12. The gold is pretty dang even. Only a 1K gold lead here from the side of Joe Exotics, but Mountain Drake spawning in 45 seconds. Echo's alive. Cosmic forced to back.
I really want to see the side of Joe Exotics reset here, so they can get on this Drake at full strength. Yodai's AC on almost 13K, 1300.
So here's what they're doing right now. They're sending Rise top with the teleport up, like you talked about. Like Darius can take the Ghost because Rise has the TP. He's now sideways splitting. And they're going to engage here in the bot lane. On to Lulu, they get the stun, it connects. This is a lot of damage, and it's going to be enough to finish him off. One more auto attack should be able to do it if he gets the E-connect, but they don't. Swaggy P running interference. Here comes Cosmic. Ral Zarek sprinting in on this Trundle.
A good job from Swaggy P here, peeling the Echo off of the Lulu. Galio is pretty much a hard counter into Echo because you lock him down at all and you can blow him up.
Here comes Darius though, and he is ready to rumble. They're going to pick up 1 kill. It looks like Harry the Penguin's going to pick up the second one on a Trundle. That means this jungler is down. This should be the 3rd dragon for Joe Exotics, who have life again.
18 minutes.
They have life again.
it was looking a little rough for them. They're still down a turret, but they are, like we said earlier, they are grouping as 5. They are making plays together. And looks like they're eyeing this Rift Herald.
I think they want this Rift Herald. They used it really effectively. To be fair, they
All
all
5 of
walked
them just
over.
walked through that control
They
board.
all walked over. I want to clip that one too. I want to just clip them all just blindly walking over the control board. It's very amusing to me.
Someone pinged it. I saw one person pinged it out.
No one hit it.
but-
One person pings it. Nobody. I don't want it. It's fine. They can have that vision there.
Maybe they just decided it wasn't worth it.
So, yeah, they just want to get there quickly and do it. That's fair. It's really funny though. It's very comical.
We're gonna see both sides do a little bit of resetting here, cleaning up some farming. Joe Exotics need to reset like right now. Can Cosmic Aquarius do it? 20-minute Baron? I don't think they have the damage.
They have Blazer and King Gwinsu's Barris.
Is that enough?
I don't
Is it for
know.
20-minute Baron?
But you don't have the speed, but you definitely have the safety. Like Lulu,
Oh, yeah,
Trundle, Volley, you're fine to get it.
Yeah, they can do it. They can't sneak.
No, yeah. They can't sneak it quick, that's for sure. A little bit of a lull in the action here as people are going to split right now, just get some wave pressure. That Cosmic knowing, like, this is our moment to just get wave pressure. Like, back it up, play it slow, play it safe together. Harry the Penguin wants to fight, though. So much damage coming out onto him. He's going to have to run away. He's over the wall, and okay. Baron's now spawning. There's a Rift Herald on Echo, though. Echo could go into a side wave with Rise right now. Drop it. I'm pretty sure Tristana can hold these waves. Tristana's not super big, not one of the biggest on the team, but if she has someone like Varus and Leona, or Darius and Leona next to her, very safe.
Echo provides a pretty solid amount of wave clear with his Q as well.
True.
You see there, he goes through and wipes out caster minions in one go.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and then just one bomb onto
he
that
should be able to
melee.
hold this with the price split push.
Yeah, and Galio's going up to match it. That's the first thing you actually need to. Also, everybody's in the mid lane, so your range and your ultimate's pretty safe at this level of the game. They want to drop this Rift Herald, though. They have a lot of time on it still. They probably have over a minute, but
I'm curious as to where they're prioritizing this, because you could say that you want to put it top lane, but you might also just want to get a bot lane to pop this tier 2, as your daddy's daddy goes real
oh,
aggressive.
he's so hungry for it.
Up for above. Is the bleed damage going to be enough?
Don't
Looks like
think
not
it
quite.
will be.
Bugger did have to use the ultimate, though,
Bigfoot's
to
huge.
stay
3
alive.
levels over Swaggy P. As Leona is out of position, he's going to flash, try to get safer behind some of these walls, but a great pillar from Trundle's going to lock her up. And a nice omen from Lou is going to continue that CC. Now Cosmic have a little bit of some edge, but Rise still pushing that top lane. Nobody's able to match him. He should be able to knock down that tower in the next wave.
There's no objective on the bot side that Cosmic Aquarius can really trade for, so kill for turret. Call worth in all chat. Turret's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. What I was going to say to your remark about where do you want to use their hero, I think at this point in the game, unless it's right about to end, you usually just drop it. You actually use it as like a consolation prize. We want to fight, let's drop it now. And speaking of fights, one is breaking out here in the river. The ultimate from Galio comes in, but everybody backs up.
I don't know how intentional this is, but Joe Exotics is doing a very good job of baiting out this Galio using the Echo,
Yeah.
who can escape whoever he's on top of very, very easily. So, either Spike P's pulling the trigger at the wrong times, or this is deliberate from Joe Exotics.
I think Joe Exotics know that Echo gets... Like, Harry the Penguin likes to play this aggressive stuff, and last game he had to be more controlled. Right? He had to be, oh, you're on Nidalee. If you go in, you're not getting out. You're not getting out if you go in. On Echo, go in until your ult is down, until they have everybody there. Now it's too dangerous.
Yeah.
And here comes Leona going right into the face of danger, and they're looking to pick up Cosmic, Ral, Zarek as fast as they can. They already picked up the Lulu, and it looks like Chrono Grabber's not going to do enough damage. He does pick up the Leona, but it's traded, and that's going to be a 5-4-1, it looks like, as Death from Above trying to salvage another kill, but he's unable to, and the ace comes out, a double kill for the Rise.
That's going to be Mountain Soul for Joe Exotic's ex-husbands here with a very clean fight. So much damage coming out from the Tristana, from the Rise, and the Echo. There is, like last game, a lot of hurt on this team.
Yeah, and they're just going to look for Baron. And they're just going to ult to it. Oh, Echo doesn't get there in time. Rest in peace, Echo.
Poor guy.
F in the chat.
He left behind while his friends all went to get milkshakes.
And they have the damage, like we were talking about, to shred this. Soul,
And like you said, they randomly dropped a Rift Herald top lane. It's just, Shelly's up there wailing away.
Yep. They're gonna go deal with it. Now you can
Pushing
group.
Shelly.
Bigfoot has teleport. You put him in the side lane. You 4-1. You do 4 middle. You do 1 bottom.
Yeah, I think that's how you have to do it. You have to 4-1 with the Rise split pushing. Harry the Penguin, second game in a row gets to buy him Magi's. That gotta feel great.
Yeah, he hasn't died this game yet.
I don't think he's died
I don't
this
think
series.
I don't think he's died this series either. I don't think he died last game.
To be fair, Joe Exotics only had 4 deaths last game.
True, they have 14 this game, so that's a real number. 4 is like that's not enough for everybody on the team.
Yeah.
14 absolutely is.
Spread the love evenly.
Mostly on these tanks too, with the exception of Tristana.
But yeah, Joe Exotics coming out.
Laying in wait for the bear. He set up a bear trap, not quite looking exactly the same, but here comes Leona's gonna lock up a lot as well, and Echo can shred tanks late game, but Rise goes down, and after the kill they pause. I'm wondering if it was because of a DC. It was an interesting time to pause. Now they did. It was a DC from Rise. It's unfortunate. It stinks, but they didn't pause while he was getting attacked, so there's good on that. The improper thing is that I think your daddy's daddy might be a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, he's got 2 on each side of him. I'm sure he knows what situation he's in right now.
He can't imagine he's going to have a great time. On the bright side, none of his sums are up, so he's not going to waste anything.
Sure.
Hey.
Hey.
2 people just died on the map, and it also takes 2 to tango, so good luck for a couple seconds while I leave for a minute.
So, very unfortunate that Bigfoot's game decided it wanted to crash, and he died because of it. But, now that we're paused again, we're going to re-talk about pause etiquette. Because I'm sure that's what you all want to hear about right now. So, when a player DCs, if they're caught out, you gotta let them die. It sucks. It's just how it is. We're going to see the Verazar used on a Yodaddy's Daddy, trying to catch out this Darius. With the Lulu R knocking him out, pulling him in place a little bit longer. They're going to just do that. Harry the Penguin coming in. And yet again, baiting out the Galio R. Oh,
Harry the Penguin with the cleanup right there.
Chrono
Grabber's running for his life now. Here comes Space Grab's going to pick up a kill for himself. They're going to try to pick up the last one right here, and they do. 2 double kills.
Who needs the Rise to get nades?
Not Joe
Who
Exotic.
needs the Rise? They don't need you. And Harry the Penguin navigated that team fight absolutely perfectly. That was...
He wanted his 25 stacks, and he's got them.
Harry the Penguin having a great series. Both games just absolutely popping off. Joe Exotic's ex-husbands looking like a brand new team now that their coach isn't on their comm.
Yeah. And I'm going to say he's bringing a lot to it. I know I'm still speculating, but normally, from my own background intel, normally Bigfoot was doing a lot of the vocal work. But him and not having to do it lets him pop off on these champs. It's so hard to shot call and play if you're not on like this one-dimensional champion. And so now he's able to just pop off on the champion he's playing as he goes into this top lane, and he's going to start to clear it. He is so big. He is a level up on death from above, but here comes Cosmic Rail. They're going to go all the way in and try to finish him off. And a lot of damage is coming out. They're going to be able to burn him. But he picks up 1 for himself, a 1-for-1 there in the top lane.
And it might not actually be worth, but you type worth in old chat here.
Yeah, no matter the team.
Trade 1 for 1. Worth.
They're going to just push in the top lane here. Some damage coming out. A great taunt from Galio means a lot of damage. It's never going to go. But Space Crabs chunks, punks, and pops them.
I'm sorry, Space Crabs. I forgot you were in the game. Welcome back.
I didn't realize you could literally blow people up with 2 auto attacks. Good work. You just take the
This
tower
poor
aggro.
Barret has been...
They shred tower.
Joe Exotics has realized as they murder this Galio who tries to escape using an engage ability, which, God, as a Galio player, I feel that.
It's rough.
Joe Exotics has done a very good job of identifying Cosmic Aquarius' win condition in the Varus,
Yeah.
and shutting him down as much as possible.
Yeah, just punishing him every time he's out of position, whenever he's away from the Lulu. As Joe Exotics
Go for the win here.
are gonna try to go for the win, try to keep their playoff dreams alive. If they're able to do this, ladies and gentlemen, depending on what Glacial do, Joe Exotics could go to the playoffs.
Every team, with 1 game remaining, every team in Executive still has a chance to make playoffs. That is incredible. Sorry, 2 games remaining. Only 1 game remaining, right?
1 game is left. It is that Sunday match, Glacial versus, help me out here. Their name is,
Gold Digger.
wait. Joe Exotics. Yeah. Okay. Gold Diggers have to 2-0, right? For Joe Exotics to have a single chance.
Yes.
If Joe Exotics, Cosmic, and Glacial all end on 5, we are going to have one night sometime next week where all 3 teams can play. And there's going to be Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3. And it is going to be randomly assigned when you're playing based off of me organizing it with all the captains. But what's going to happen is Joe Exotics is going to play against Cosmic Aquarius. Cosmic Aquarius is going to play against Glacial. And Glacial is going to play against Joe Exotics. And whoever has... So how it works is whoever has the fastest wins or whoever has the best record. So if one team 2-0s, obviously they're the highest seed. And if the other team 1-0 or 1-0-1, then the other team 0-0-2'd, then there's that. And you have the obvious, okay, who goes where. But if they all 1-1 again, then it's based off fastest wins. So that's going to be really interesting because you could see teams drafting to play for fast wins.
Yeah. You can see, I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I say that favors Joe Exotics because they had 2 very, very fast wins tonight. The first game was a little slower than it needed to be, but they were playing it safe.
They were cautious about their victory. And Harry the Penguin, I think for me, MVP of this series.
Absolutely.
Just phenomenal gameplay. Finally got off of these more like meta bruiser tanks. And is like, hey, cool, meta bruiser tanks, like that's what people are playing. But I'm Harry the goddamn Penguin. And I play stuff like Nidalee. I play stuff like Echo. I play stuff that gets to fight because I'm good at fighting. I don't want to disengage. I want to engage. And he did such a good job of it in both of these games. I think a lot of props to that. Also, props to Cosmic Aquarius for, after getting thumped Game 1, coming back Game 2 and saying, we're going even with you as long as we can. You guys had so much energy coming into Game 1. Did so well in Game 2. Pushed them to actually, like, their only win condition was the Dragon in that game. Like, they had a huge lead. They had the big points in the rise, but look at the Varus damage in this. Varus was getting to that point where if they could get the Lulu ults on him, if he was sitting, like, on top of him, definitely could have started to carry that game.
Yeah, and remember, they were even keel not 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Right, Joe Exotics did a very good job of taking one fight and really ballooning that into ending the game. And sometimes that just happens. Like, you get knocked down once and can't get back up.
Both of these teams are awaiting their fate on what will happen. Currently, both of these teams, if Glacial gets a single point, both of these teams will be eliminated from playoffs. Cosmic won't make it. Joe Exotics won't make it. However, if Glacial doesn't get any points and Gold Diggers can 2-0, we're going to see a heck of a tiebreaker week, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have personal time for some interviews, although I'd love to do them. It was a fantastic series. Someone you don't know, thank you so much for participating. Really good casting from you as
For
well.
having me.
Who? Be honest. Your economy league. We're switching gears a little bit right at the end here. You guys secured first place.
Yes, we did.
I secured first place in executive. You secured first place in economy. How much are you going to be scouting and watching during these quarterfinals periods?
We have talked a little bit, and we have our ideas of who we think is going to get the other bye, and who we think the other teams are going to be, because all the playoff teams are locked in economy.
Right.
So I think we know who we have one team that we know we will not pick if they win in quarterfinal.
Gotcha.
But that team also has a chance to make the second.
All
so
right.
we will definitely be scouting.
And just seeing what's up.
But I think it'll largely be in preparation for finals rather than semifinals, because we feel like with the pick of who we play, we're pretty confident that we can win most of those.
And that is the advantage of being in first place. You get to pick that other team you face in the semis. That is the best advantage of coming in first place in the league. And guys, the Executive League playoffs are still in contention and will be until Sunday. Thank you so much for watching tonight's cast. The next 2 weeks are going to get crazy. The 18th and 19th of July are the absolute finals. So if you want to tune in for those, absolutely. But the 11th and 12th are the semis. And from the 5th to the 10th, we'll be doing all the quarterfinals. Every single game, every single night we can stream, we will. So make sure you tune in for those, guys, because guess what? Every single team that makes playoffs is going to have their own sound bites like you heard for Gold Diggers. Guys, this is Someone You Don't Know and Buggleberry Finn, and as someone you don't know always says, just say something. Anything. Say like 4 words or like.
Just pick Galio.
Pick Galio, baby. Good